Picture this. You're facilitating a group MC session, 6 coaches. 30 minutes in, you realize 2 of them have spoken for 20 of those minutes. One hasn't said a word. Another keeps redirecting every comment to her own experience. And the coach who's recording your reviewing looks like he's stopped listening. That's not a failed session. That's a Tuesday. The question is what you do about it. Competency 6.1, create a respectful, collaborative, and inclusive group MC experience. The key word is create. Inclusive dynamics don't happen because people are professionals. They happen because the facilitator designs for them. That design work starts before the first session and continues through every session after it. It requires deliberate facilitation choices starting from the first session, how you set up the space, what norms you establish, how you structure participation, and how you respond when dynamics go sideways. The design happens before the session starts. Group agreements go beyond the individual MC agreement. Recording confidentiality is more complex when multiple participants hear each other's sessions. Ground rules. What happens in the group stays in the group. That's the ethics principle from Module 1 applied to a group context. Respect for diverse coaching styles becomes visible when 6 people observe the same recording and interpret it differently. That divergence is a feature, not a problem. Psychological safety is designed in the first session. The norms you set there determine everything that follows. If you wait for problems to emerge before addressing them, you're already behind. Competency 6.3, managing dynamics that impede the MC process. 4 common patterns with specific interventions: dominant participants, structured turn-taking, pair share before group discussion distributes airtime before anyone can monopolize it, silent participants, written reflection before verbal sharing lowers the barrier, direct invitation by name. Maria, I'd like to hear what you noticed around minute 8. Not, does anyone else want to add something? That lets silent members stay silent. Conflicting feedback. When 2 members give contradictory observations about the same moment, that's a learning opportunity. Name the divergence. Return to competency language to ground it in evidence. Power differentials, credential level differences, cultural dynamics. Acknowledge the differential rather than pretending everyone's on equal footing. Competency 6.4. Encourage all group MC clients to participate. Structural solutions are more reliable than invitations. Does anyone have thoughts? Maintains the dynamic. It doesn't change it. Round robin sharing. Written notes before discussion. Assigned observation focus areas. You watch for competency 5, you watch for competency 6. Small group breakouts within the session. The goal, every member leaves having contributed meaningfully, not just having attended. Assigning observation focus areas to different members is another structural choice. You watch for competency 5, you watch for competency 6. This distributes the cognitive load, ensures each competency gets dedicated attention, and gives every member a specific role that requires their participation. Every group session holds attention. It serves the individual whose recording is reviewed and the group members developing their observation skills. Both matter. The MC balances attention between the presenting member's growth and the group's collective learning. This is where honoring multiple coaching styles becomes real. You help each observer notice how their own style preferences shape their feedback. 3 mistakes that undermine group MC facilitation. Using passive invitations instead of structured participation. Does anyone want to add anything? Maintains the existing dynamic. It doesn't change it. Ignoring power differentials because we're all professionals here. Credential level differences in cultural dynamics affect participation whether acknowledged or not. Trying to replicate one-on-one depth for each member. Group MC serves a different purpose. Development happens through the group process, not despite it. That mid-session check on your screen is more than a facilitation technique. It's a diagnostic tool. When you scan the room and realize one person hasn't spoken in 10 minutes, the question isn't just, how do I get them to talk? It's, what structural choice created the conditions for their silence? Maybe you opened with a round robin that energized the dominant voices and exhausted the quiet ones' willingness to speak up. Maybe the recording under review is from someone they find intimidating. Maybe the observation focus wasn't assigned, so they're listening without a frame for what to contribute. Each diagnosis points to a different intervention. And here's the patience piece. Groups typically need 3 to 4 sessions to build enough safety for honest peer feedback. Planning for that progression means you're not expecting depth in session 1. Early sessions use more MC-led approaches. Later sessions hand facilitation to the group as trust deepens. Everything you've learned across 5 modules lands in the group session simultaneously. That's what makes group facilitation the most demanding competency in this course. When 6 coaches listen to the same recording, each one filters it through their own style preferences, their own credential level, their own biases. Your job is to hold the quality of that collective observation process, not just facilitate a conversation, but coach the group's feedback quality in real time. When a member says, "That was great coaching," you don't nod. You redirect. Which competency did you observe? At what point in the session? That single move, done consistently, transforms a group discussion into a group formative appraisal. And that's where the group format produces learning that one-on-one MC cannot match. Multiple perspectives on the same evidence, each one sharpening the others. You've built the full toolkit. You can name what mentor coaching is and what it's not. You can design an engagement that meets ICF requirements. You can observe a coaching session and identify competencies with evidence. You can write developmental feedback that's non-judgmental and actionable. And now you can facilitate group learning that develops multiple coaches simultaneously. 6 competencies, 1 practice. What comes next is yours. The MCS application, your continued practice, and the coaches whose development you're going to shape. The course ends here. The work doesn't.